Welcome back to NHL franchise mode. This is GetRoaring I'm Rory, and we are playing our Hamilton Ogres franchise. Now, as you'll see, we have already advanced a couple games, and I was hoping to simulate this Toronto Maple Leafs game with you, but I muted my mic. Muted the mic. So, in this case, we're just going to continue on from there. And I guess we'll get to those Buffalo games and see how that pans out in terms of simulation. We'll get through this month. We did have an injury. The only game we actually won. Um, our fourth line center went down. Of course he did. And in place of that, I had to put in Drake Kajula, who's not exactly the optimal fit, but you know he'll do for now until until we get our fourth line center back. So let's do a bit of simulating. I simulated the Leafs game. It did not look well. Apparently, Leon Draisaitl plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs, for all those who did not know, in this specific world that we live in where the Hamiltons are a reality. Let's check out our farm team just for a second. They beat the Rockets twice. I like that. We probably should have a pretty good farm team this. David Ayers is still our farm team. Pretty stacked. Also what got me my contract limit. But if we get offered any kind of high-end deal, look at that. AHL, Brandon Peary, Sakura, Sven Berchi. Pretty good for the farm team here. Our defense is rocking it. Everybody is a 78 or a 79. That's pretty good. Got our goal. Oh yeah, we got Stolar, so who's match at this later. It's really hope. Had high hopes for Darth Vader. All right, back to the big team. Let's fast forward through the season, get a little simulation done, get up to the Buffalo game there, and we'll see what happens. I have to deal with some injuries between. Do a chunk of simulation. Just do best lines for. Colin Miller has been injured with right foot out. Look at our defense core. Should have adequate replacement. So we'll just put Mayfield in. Might have to mix things up. Continue to best line. All right, there's our fourth line center back. Kyra's returned, but I'm not gonna put him right away because I don't want him injured. It happens all too often. Put a guy back in and it's hurt. It happens with the goalies and it drives me nuts. I have to send the goalie down and then my main injured and then I go back up and to lose them. The whole to do. So let's take a look. He's still injured, so I'm gonna leave. File. Let's get to the Pittsburgh game. Ira back. Good news is we got a lot of depth on D. Too well yet, but try and hold the worry. Like Shifley is almost a game, so that line's probably doing. Ira should be okay now, so let's back in and. I'm not loving the chemistry, but I don't want to yank the coach yet. Let's. It's pretty soon. I mean, I know it wasn't my choice, so he does have a good percentage mix. He's only rolling 3. Not a big fan of that. I'd like to see all 4 going. Mayfield has been injured. Okay, so 2 defensemen down. It's good that we have like depth all over the place in the minors. But no, let's just put Sorensen for the. Gotta go fish somebody out of the mine. So. You know what's happening, Dion Phaneuf. Come on up. Sad that Dion. No deal. But Sorensen. Guys, are they? Got all sorts of weird mix of right and left. Obviously, don't want to. I don't want to mess with that gold going on. So I expect more out of like a 90 elite everywhere at this point. Later we'll get a chance. Hamilton player Jensen. To lose. I'm gonna have like an entire defense core. Guess we gotta go pick up somebody else. So just so I. It's fine. See you for. Let's just keep going. Get the Buffalo. It's been. You're just getting roughed up here. I am not happy with it. You and me both, Mark. Both. So I think you can. I could agree with them. You try and persuade him. I see this. I don't get the chance to fix it again. Sorry, Mark. Player morale is not my favorite system in this game because it just feels so arbitrary. The team isn't playing well, but I may end up firing the coach anyway. Somebody else barks up, maybe. Let's play Sim on Buffalo. They're doing a little better than us, but they're still 500. So highly convinced better team, but what does that prove? The way the guys have been. Definitely my first move would be a coaching change. I know this is soon, and it's like, oh, we just started and hired our. I really didn't get to choose, so take with him. It's a good start versus Buffalo. I like Yarncrook. He's a good player in NHL. He's just solid. I don't know why he sims so well. He plays well. It's just a decent player, and he's so cheap. Like, hard to deal him. Or apt to deal. Markstrom on Buffalo. There you go. so strange, like when you see draft players and things. Oh, Lachari, nice. Buffalo is surging a little. Shots are just a bit of ours, but looks like Gibson's standing tall, assuming it is him. Could be Staylock, could be sure guy serving hot dogs. Like, all right, we gotta win. We gotta win in a slow sim, folks. Beautiful. Thanks. I feel glad to hear. All right, so that helped a little bit. Our next rivalry game isn't coming up anytime soon, so let's also sim this one and see what happens. See if we can keep it rolling back to back. I would assume that the other goalie's going to be in this time. That's going to be my question. I mean, I would. Oh gosh, that was quick. Oh, where were you guys last scoring on? I bet you it was Staylock last. Oh my goodness. Uh, what are them from center right? Oh, Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner, Braden Shen, Eric Stahl. Staylock is in net now. Adam Lowry is another player I like in this game. I like Adam Lowry. I think he's always effective, cheap, take face-offs. He's always a good player in NHL franchise mode. We're getting hammered. I don't know what happened. Like we did we go back to Hamilton and like stop off at Gorilla Cheese? Like what did we do? I don't even know if their locations open. Trucks open? Like they did something. They that Boston casters. What a terrible game. We finally get a 3-0 win. We finally look like we're something and then get just obliterated. In our own barn too. We got Ogre caved in. What happened there? Alright. Things are looking dicey. I mean, if we continue to slide, it might be coaching change time. Our owner expected us to win. Edmonton. Well, a 27-year-old injured Alexia. That's kind of it's champion. 2021 first rounder. What do they got? What do you got, Edmonton? They got Crosby. Okay. Rasmus Sandin, Jake Connor, Evan Dubnik. It's probably their starter right now. Interesting. Got this Colin Miller-esque. I do like the first rounder. That is kind of interesting. Got a lot of defensemen. Or to shed some salary. I think I'd like to hold on to Colton Parayko, thanks. Anybody on a worse contract down here? I don't know. We can always revisit it. I don't know. First rounder's pretty. Can always come back to it. It won't be the last, that's for sure. That was for next year. I mean, Sven Berici is hurt. Okay. Shifley for Tolvanen. I don't really want to cough up Shifley. That's not exactly flooring me, Jim. So we got a couple wins in here. While we rummage through things. Arvidsson for second, 2 seconds from the Lethbridge. Interesting. I don't think so. Arvidsson. We'll get out. Let's get to this Buffalo game. Happens. If we can actually string together, 2 wins in a row, then I'm guessing contender. Most teams are contenders or champions at this point. Arn Croc-esque. Cullen Miller. Drake Kajula. Two-way. Arn Croc is a sniper. This rando guy. Let's just keep. Not in sell-off mode. May be able to turn this mode around. Right, 7-11-2. Let's call this. So if we're not able to win 50% of this week, we get to Nashville and we're still a disaster. I think we see what we can do because this team should be better than they are. Maybe the league is tough. I don't know which parity too close to the ball, but they should be doing better. Watch them start winning. They're like, "What? Fire the coach." Boys, we better start figuring this out. Although with Buffalo, it's like I guess the first game we Stalock's in it. What happened to Gibson? I don't know. I have high hopes that Gibson plays, games, but Stalock is showing up. Which I find with this game, it's always good to have a half decent backup. It's hard to throw in somebody that's like mediocre or, just coming up without the expectation that things, unless they're just one of those goalies that all of a sudden goes off. There's a big, there's like no gap between an 80 and an 80, and then there's a big gap between like and a 90. Gibson hasn't really been showing that particular simulation. happens. It looks like we're able to score, which is good. This looks like the first game against Buffalo earlier. Jeff Carter, hey, how you doing? How's Buffalo? All right, we have overcome, folks. We're winning the seesaw battle with Buffalo. I'll take it. I will not argue with that. That is for sure. All right, so here's this. This is the Timo. Sorry for how. Sorry, Timo. 50 on the persuading. Yep, you know, better chemistry. I can promise to give you different line mates. Let's do more minutes. Let's put Timo on the power play or something. I tried playing this without the morale last time, and it just feels like there's kind of a hole. So I'm not really how a lot of this shakes out because that just feels so random. It's like I'm not playing very well, and then you have to guess what Timo wants to do. Just have to take a flyer on how he's going to react to things. Let's mix things up a little. So see how the other thing is the power play. I understand how it. Okay, he's already on the power. We'll see how he does on the first open. I don't know. Vinen in his slime. Should we do that? Works. Let's try that. Be nice to have a real second line, but no, I didn't pick. That's basically what. I have nobody to blame but my. All right. So let's see if that helps and Timo's happy. Colin Miller returned to the. Well, Dion. It was times. Oh, he's gonna have to go on waivers. Buffalo. Pack your stuff, Dion. You're going to. You're going to Boston. You're going to the Bruins. And that's the good thing about having disposable players in this particular mode, because stuff like that happens where you have to send somebody down and sideways. I'm not all that upset about losing. He was good for the time. Of course we have. The answer was Timo Meyer. That was it. Or terrible. That is next year. He's 25 top. 6 meter. Currently a third line. My second line center, but Rasmus Dahlin to get boost. See. Does your pick look like your drafts? Not particularly. Did their detail there first. Oh, that's so bad. Already dealt. Well, what do you got for center? Nothing to see. Bukestad? I like Bukestad. Or bottom C. I like Bukestad. I'd be interested in Bukestad. What do you at? Shake out Bukestad. Come on. But I could get for. So single was a bit much. I'm gonna dump the dump this. I gotta get rid of some salary too. Stat is 4. Singles 3-2. I would get some stuff back. I think I not do that. So, they have any couple. I doubt that's gonna go through, but I want to make sure that it's valued when. So let's try and get. Actually, so let's try and get a third and a fifth. So we're getting some value back. We'll get a center. I had my reservations or counter proposals arrived on my desk, but I'd be happy to. So on behalf of Boston, I accept your change. The deal is done. Trade accepted. Let's go to roster moves. Edit our lines. We got another center. Good stuff. I am happy about that because it gives us a chance to rework our centers here. Pushes Achari down and Kyra out, but that's okay. I mean, we have enough forwards that I was able to flip one of them that wasn't in the top 6. He was a top 6. Let's put Bukestad in at third. Achari at the bottom here. Kyra gets pushed out, but at least we got depth now. So let's move Zach Hyman up. Sorensen or Kajula, because we need some ice. There we go. That's a little. Plus, I like Bukestad. He's 6'6". He's a mean one. I like size, right? So, I'm Wilson. Add on this 5'9". That's okay. That Britt Connolly and Zach Hyman with Chari and right. That's good. I like it. Yeah, got a bigger player. Got some picks. We've been winning. I don't know. Somehow, I guess I went into their dressing room and gave them the talk. Like, I'm not sure what happened here, but we've won 2 of the last 3, so the last 5. It's very good on our happiness there, shall we? Updated our owner goals. Oh boy, we're a contender. We're dropped down from a champion. So he wants us to make the first round of the playoffs. That's a little more realistic there, bud. I expect us to finish in the top 2 in the conference. I don't know about that, but like if we can turn this boat around, then we might actually be in playoffs. That's a lot of steering. Colin Miller has been. It's 2020, year of plague defense. Technically, I think it's. They're completely unaware of where the world is going. Get roaring right now. I don't think. Although you've been not doing, I believe. Get out there and score some goals. Andy Green is on waivers. Take a look if he's a Dion Phaneuf replacement. He is. 1 year? I can deal with it. Well, things have seemed to slightly turn around. We won 3 of the last 4. Let's get one more sim done. Let's get down to Brantford here. We'll do one more sim and then we'll call it a day for this video. The let's bring in Sorensen and we could you. I want to get Kajula some ice time. I have a throw if we get a chance. It's working better, I guess, with Meyer, Scheifele, and surprisingly, for some reason. Doing something. Although Teravainen was not really. Well, we're over 5. Alright, the Leafs, Tom Wilson for the 5 years, 5 mil. I don't think I want 2 second round. That's a bigger deal. Mr. Meyer. Best line. Shuffle thing. Stats at the. Ira is. Soren. Let's leave it. I mean, our coach rolls 3 lines. Right, well, another win. 14, 12, and 2. We made 1 trade. Picked up Bukestad. Got rid of Dzingel, which he's a good player. I mean, but we ended up getting a big center for a 3rd line. A little bit of extra money. Probably could have had Tane, and that's okay. We can work it out in terms of cap space. But if we look back, after this business, won 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 games out of the last 8. So we are roaring, folks. We decided to get roaring, and we are. Next time we'll start by simulating the Brantford game, and then we'll continue on from there and see if we can approach the trade deadline. So thank you for watching, folks. Have yourselves a good one, and we'll see you next time.